Baby Patrol, changing diapers.
Good. What is up, dirty diaper babies? I'm here with Ryan Merkel.
What's going on?
And we usually show you great gameplays, but this time I'm showing you secrets, game secrets, and fantastic tips. Today we're doing Rapture. The thing that makes this level really distinct is there's a giant volcano that you can hide aircraft behind and stuff. It's kind of interesting.
This splits a level in half too, so it makes it an interesting level.
The first tip I would like to give you is not to instantly send motorcycles. If you really want to send something, send helicopters. And also make a makeshift instead of a machine gun. The makeshift is cheaper and it's actually stronger as a level 3. It does have less health, but that's irrelevant because it's cheaper to fix and it does more damage.
Also, I'm in the machine gun here to get the multiplier here. I always do this in the beginning of every match.
You always want to get that times 10 multiplier. Once you get a times 10 multiplier, it doesn't really matter what you do from there. Since I'm launching an attack at Ryan here, I'm not going to hop out of the commando. Instead, I'm going to be a biatch, and I'm going to go and attack his turrets and do some damage. Hopefully I do enough damage to convince him to repair it. I see that he launched an attack, a motorcycle attack at me, and oh crap, he's shooting at me at the same time. I could show you that that a motorcycle attack is worthless against the commando, which is why you should never send it. But he killed me and got $1,000 there.
The idea behind that, I was just trying to defend the carts and make sure they can get in. If I take out his commando, he may, if I'm lucky, have very little to actually defend his base. And what I'm doing right now is really just acting as a distractor to hopefully get my carts in, considering my carts are only 2
But
left.
Ryan seems to not have cared about the air attack I sent at him, which is kind of interesting. He's just gonna let that thing in. The aircraft flew in and they dropped off a bunch of units, so it looks like he's having a tough time there. I'm going to show you what you can do in this level. Even though there's a giant volcano in the middle, you can control the shots from this from this anti-tank turret, and you can damage his bases. This is so cheap, and most people don't do it. And I know I missed like 3 times, but you can do it. You just need to slow down the bullet. The left trigger controls the speed. So boom! Look at that. I'm just being a bitch now, destroying shit on his side. A level 1 is really weak. You really what you want to do is make it a level 3 if you're going to control it. A level 2 is fantastic over long distances if you want to take out artillery like back there. But the problem with it is that you can't control level 2. So I'm going to go ahead and make that a level 3. Although I see that he's launching an air attack at me, so I definitely need some air support. And a level 1 air support is worthless, anti-air. So what you want to do is build a level 2 anti-air. A level 2 anti-air is a big upgrade from a level 1. Once you get a times 10, there's not really much reason to stay and finish off a wave, because a times 10 is really all that you're gonna get from a wave. Something that most people don't know, but you can actually damage aircraft while you're inside of an anti-tank turret. It's also fantastic against commandos like this right here.
Now right now I actually have my commando over on his side, which is generally a poor move, but I'm using it ultimately as a distractor again, and if I can keep him focusing on me,
damn it,
see, like that,
I didn't get right on it.
Now I've got to be cautious to jump out of commando so he doesn't get $1,000. But if
I'm just gonna go ahead and upgrade that
again over.
And as you can see, none of his aircraft are gonna make it in. And if any of his aircraft come close, I can. Oh, damn it! That went in fast. I was gonna say I can just
start it in.
Control it. He's destroying my anti-aircraft here, and he's destroying it really quick. A great thing against commandos is a tank. A tank will just annihilate commandos.
Which is exactly why I'm jumping out at this point.
He
Trying to
jumps.
save him from getting money and to make sure I get back to my base and make sure I can check what's going on over here.
He jumped out so that I wouldn't get any money. It's a fantastic thing to do in any vehicle.
Another small advice, if you notice over here, I have everything upgraded. As soon as I drop it, I generally upgrade, or I'll wait till it takes damage and then upgrade. That's to save money, of course, and to make sure. Level 1 items are usually relatively ineffective for the most part. I mean, you compare something like the machine gun at level 1 to level 2, there's a relative big difference.
I'm going to save up money now because really a wave isn't going to do much unless you're protecting it with a vehicle. I meant with not protecting it, but you send out a vehicle.
To accompany the wave.
I see.
Make sure the wave
I
doesn't
see
go
that I
wrong.
got his turret to pretty low health. I want to show you that when you're in anti-tank, look, from back here I can attack his artillery, but he can't attack me. Now I'm going to just continuously bombard it and force him to either upgrade it or repair it. This is a game of money, and right here I'm draining him of money.
Now right now, you're not sending any waves out, meaning I don't have a way to really get much more money. So if I go ahead and repair this, that's $1,000. If it was upgraded, it'd be about $1,500. If I'm careless, I can end up spending close to $3,000 keeping this alive, and it's not doing anything for me. So at this point, I'm probably going to just go ahead and sell it and get my money back and place either an anti-tank there or nothing there, because it might just get bombarded.
I'm going to see if he has anything on this side, and he doesn't. But I'm just gonna go ahead and take out that infantry. He did build something here, and we're going to have to take it out with this right here, the tank weapon. The tank weapon is very powerful, as you can see, but I have to be careful that he doesn't destroy my air support. Let's go take a look at that. Yeah, it's pretty hurt. I'm going to repair it. I think that Ryan should control his artillery and destroy this tank turret here, because this is what's really doing the damage. But instead he decided to stay in his commando and he lost it. He has no turret now.
You took it out?
Yes, it's gone.
Now see, this is actually a prime example of being distracted in the commando. I've seen people overuse the commando, and the truth is, it becomes a burden to you. If I'm over here right now, I don't know what attack waves might be coming over my side. I managed to get artillery destroyed over here, and it was just an ineffective move. I usually like to take these bases so I can't let the opponent control them, but as far as putting something there, they oftentimes become a financial burden.
I want to show you guys something fabulous. A level 3 makeshift can actually destroy these vehicles right here and all the units as well. But I only have a level 2. It is still really powerful. I got it turbocharged, so I had infinite ammo. I know Ryan's trying to hurt me over here, but I'm gonna hurt him just as much by flying this over and destroying whatever he's got. Also, it's a great way to take a look at what he's got. I can see that he actually has just pretty much nothing. And since he's in his commando right now, I'm going to send some really mean attacks over his way.
Now what I'm trying to do here, and failing, at least could possibly be failing, is I'm trying to keep this item focused on me. If I could keep this item focused on me and those infantry sneak in, infantry die relatively quickly, but if you're not paying attention appropriately, they can get in the base, and you're going to have some trouble noticing you're going to be at 11 points suddenly because a whole group came in.
I repaired it at the last second, and it gives you a money bonus. He's being really annoying with his commando, so I'm just going to go ahead and destroy his commando and get $1,000. He should have hopped out. He might have tried, but I probably attacked him way too quick. I'm launching a fantastic attack at my opponent here. I launched air support, and since I have air support, I'm going to go ahead and hop in my helicopter. The reason being because when you launch air support, you have essentially a cover for your helicopter. So right now, his missiles won't actually shoot at my helicopter, they'll shoot at the air support that I brought in.
Not if I control it.
Yes, unless he controls it, which
is
what
exactly
he should
what
do.
I'm jumping in, because him as a player in the vehicle is a little bit more of a threat to me than the smaller ships are.
I'm gonna go ahead and destroy this wave right here so I can get the plus 10.
And I'm also going to take advantage of an upgrade here. Oh, well that stinks. Alright, now I gotta repair. I also try to keep my money above 1,000 to 2,000. Right now I only have about 1,000, but it's very important I take these waves out, so I might need to be spending some money. But you need to keep a reserve of some money in case there is a wave that catches you off guard.
Come on, yeah!
Did you take it out?
Yeah, I think I
You
did.
at the last second, look at that.
Now, I know that that's a real pain, so I'm just gonna go ahead and control this, I'm gonna go ahead and control these anti-tank missiles. This is so cheap. This is the cheapest thing that you can do in any level. Is control anti-tank anti-tank missiles, because you can reach the whole level. He's gonna either have to repair that or he's going to have to lose it. Probably the smartest thing for him to do would be to sell it. But in the end, I'm gonna.
I am very much
everything.
distracted taking out these waves, but a little bit of an issue here is if these two tanks do make it in, which is great, he did do damage to me, but he also fed me a lot of money. Now granted, you're in a good situation because you have a lot of money as well, but if you're spending a lot of money to get a wave out there and you notice you're at 2,000 and you just sent a bunch of waves that did nothing but feed him money, I'm in a great position to counterattack right now. So you have carts coming in, and I have control of my commando. What you should have done is taken a plane.
I have a
here.
ton of money, so I'm gonna send in more carts and an air attack. I'm going to go ahead and hop in my helicopter. I probably should have built a tank because he's going to build air support instantly. But the reason I hopped in my helicopter is because I wanted to get over there really quick and kill his commando. But I see that it looks like he built artillery. I think he accidentally built that. Did you mean to build air support?
Yeah, I wanted to set air support on the other side, but that does nothing. So I'm actually going to be selling this item here and setting up my counterwave.
You can always hop
yeah.
out of a vehicle.
Stop.
You can always hop out of a vehicle if the battery is low. Right now, I'm sort of going to destroy anything that he builds. It's just going to be a pain.
That's kind of why I'm waiting a little bit and waiting for his battery to go out. Now, obviously, if you're playing online, you can't particularly see the battery and what's going on. But, I am now going to be in a situation where I set these attacks out, and now I have a little bit no money.
I'm hopping into a tank, and I'm going to use the tank, of course, to destroy his bases. The tank is probably the fastest. I mean, the helicopter is fantastic for it, but the reloading on the helicopter is just atrocious.
You do waste a lot of time floating around and just waiting for your thing to come back, and the machine gun on the helicopter is absolutely useless. I almost think you're better off just trying to evade anti-air than focusing on using machine gun to take stuff out. Completely ineffective.
Just about the only way to take out these tanks is with a helicopter, a level 3 artillery, or using a level 3 anti-tank. Are you actually doing some damage?
I don't think so.
Shit, but you're
I don't think the commando was.
yeah, but the anti-tank turret is.
Yeah, well, I have a level 3 anti-tank. I pretty much always try to keep one of those in reserve. And, yeah, I'm lucky I had my commando still
As you see, I
available,
just blew up a helicopter with.
which is so unreasonable. Now, thanks for all this money you're feeding me. You really, really need to be cautious as you're playing that every wave you send out, you had to have checked out their side of the base or done it very strategically. I've seen a lot of people send out waves just because they have extra money, and it just ends up being fodder. I have now $12,000 to just counter a really powerful attack against him. 12,000 effing dollars. Which is this a great time to mention that the barrage is not particularly effective. So I don't really suggest doing anything with that too often.
Oh crap! I let one of my tank turrets get destroyed. That was really bad. I got distracted. Distraction is probably the main reason just about anyone loses in this game.
If you're a very good player and you really pay attention, you have a flawless game, you will lose because you weren't paying attention. You're either being too offensive and not paying attention to your defense. So I always suggest if you notice yourself in a commando a little too long, you need to get out of there. Now I just sent a fantastic, pretty big wave at him, and I know that he's only having anti-air going my way. So I'm going to set up an anti-air, and I'm going to set my attack helicopter, and I'm going to supplement my waves. Every wave that I send out, I pretty much always back it up with some sort of attack vehicle.
Oh, that helicopter. That helicopter is so mean.
This is mean. Now the machine gun, see how little damage this is actually doing? I mean, it's almost pointless. You're better off being evasive. Wow. That was rough.
Yeah.
You sell that at the last second? Good. Good strategy.
Why am I not shooting any missiles at you? What the hell? He hopped in the helicopter, which would have been great for defense, but he got distracted.
Well, no, I was actually, my goal was to keep the focus on supplanting my attack center on you. But, yeah, I'd say a little bit of distraction for sure. Helicopters are great against infantry. They give good multipliers and take them out really quick.
Ah, I missed.
And right now I'm going to use the rest of my battery to take out damage and hopefully take out a base. I have some tanks coming in, so I really want to put the heat on him. As you can see, the missiles take forever to come back.
I'm really annoyed by Ryan's helicopter, so I'm gonna go ahead and build another anti-aircraft. Now that's kind of a weird thing to do because most people love their artillery, but in this level, artillery is pretty pointless in my opinion. I'm going to build a level 3.
With the volcano in the middle, it really hurts the power of an artillery to go and clear the field. You really can't do much with an artillery in this match, and yeah, I do agree. I really want to get this up and going, though. Also, I think it's also worth mentioning that a makeshift in this level is pretty effective as opposed to a machine gun.
Yeah, a makeshift can destroy.
A level 1 makeshift, though, is pointless. It actually has no
It just gets destroyed way too quick.
It has no health, and it could, yeah. Now I'm sending some waves out at him. I'm hoping with these infantrymen I get enough money to send a vehicle out. Considering he has no waves coming my way, I should be safe enough to do that for the time being.
If you have the patience and the time, you can guarantee a win just by starving your opponent of money by not sending any waves and constantly destroying his stuff like I am here.
Right now I have less than $1,000. If there's any kind of issues where I need to repair something, I'm gonna have a hard time doing it.
That was close.
Yeah,
There's gonna be a missile coming at you. Oh, how you like that?
Oh.
How you like that?
Oh.
I just made it useless for him to use helicopters.
Yes, with that anti-air you indeed did. Is it level 3?
Nah, it's a level 2. The other one's a level 3.
Now see, what I did is I made a big mistake. I allowed my attack helicopter to die. I now have $800 and I have virtually nothing to defend myself, so I'm completely at the mercy of whatever attack he wants to throw my way. Which is exactly what he's doing. He realized I have less than $1,000 and he's immediately taking advantage of it.
And I'm going to try to destroy...
I have nothing. I have to take the at this point you have to take commando and take out infantry or try to shoot it. You really are at the mercy of the opponent, of how fast on their feet they are. With this infantry, I just got about almost $4,000 from just that, so that was very fortunate of me to be in that situation.
I could have tried to stop his commando. That might have been the best thing for me to do, actually.
Now, I'm always trying to stay one step ahead of him as far as the attacks go, but I know at this point I need to set out some anti-tanks. And I'm not going to set it out here because he keeps destroying it, so I'm actually going to be smart and try to set a different position.
Since I know I have air support, I'm going to go ahead and hop in my helicopter. At this point, I think I got him beat, because anything he builds will pretty much get destroyed by me at this point. And, but let's see what he's going to do.
I don't really have enough money to do it. Now, I need to keep this anti-tank alive long enough to take out the other tank, so it is worth the repair. But, if he just turns and focuses back on that item, it's going to get destroyed, and that was a waste of money.
It's very important to destroy commandos.
Which is exactly what he did, and now I have infantry who are just going to sneak right on in. I'm going to put that up.
He has no defense here. This could be his last chance.
Ugh. I won't sell it. If you don't have enough money to repair something, just try to sell it as soon as possible. Ugh, this is disgusting. That was brutal.
I was using
Now at this
using
point
the
I have
mountain
to
for
set a
cover.
machine gun and hope I can take him out, and then I basically just wait for my commando to respawn. I timed my commando a little late, but I did have an opportunity to take him out. Now obviously his helicopter's gone, so it doesn't pose a threat to my commando.
I'm going to use a tank here. It's not fast enough, but my plan was to protect my motorcycles coming in, but
Yeah.
I'm not really going to give them any protection because this tank is going to come in way too slow. Actually, it's staying ahead.
Now at this point I really don't have much money and I'm kind of at the mercy of the opponent. These tanks I know are going in. I'm not going to waste my time trying to take them out.
You're pretty much,
God, I'm
pretty much over
it's
for
pretty
you.
much over. He got an opportunity to take that out, and it's pretty much done. I'm gonna try to cross my fingers and try to get in this tank and see what kind of damage I can do. I'm playing solely defensive right now. There's absolutely nothing I can do. I'm always gonna focus towards the closest to the door, as opposed to
How expensive of a tank did you get? Oh!
just a $1,000 tank, and now it's pretty much game over.
Oh my god, look at
This
this.
is complete destruction. So,
By the way, you can use
Oh,
it. You
there's
can
my
use a
window.
tank. You can use a tank to block off a machine gun shots, so the machine gun shots hit you instead of whatever you're protecting. But in this case, he didn't have that.
no, I had nothing. Either he was too strong.
You can stop recording, did you?